Sophie. I'm the owner of Divine Blade Candles, and today's video is basically showing you on how I price my products, number one, and number two, and how you can price your products, because I know everything's different. But yeah, we're just gonna go straight into it. Okay, so first of all, I have everything written down because I'm most likely going to forget. But yeah, I am going to use based on one of the new fragrances that I will be bringing in very soon. So it's very holistic and all that kind of stuff. So hope you like the montage of me making a matcha, because I am obsessed with matchas at the moment. But yeah, so I basically have a whiteboard here that I got off my skill because I am a student. I just finished secondary school, so it is going to take a while just for me to get used to this. But yeah, I am going to be doing a few educational videos because I know loads of people own a business or starting a business and they haven't a clue how to get started, and I'm going to show you. So today I'm doing a Luna fragrance. So it's very holistic side of things. One of the fragrances that actually did stand out to me when I was looking for a new one anyway, so when I bring it out, hopefully you all like it, because I definitely will. So obviously, if you want, you can grab paper and a pen, and let's get started. Okay, so basically this is my setup. I did have like this kind of thing, but I am going to have a calculator here, so you will see it in a bit. Whiteboard, obviously don't mind that dream board, that's just there just for the sake of it. But again, paper, pen, whiteboard markers, whiteboard, and yeah, yourself. Okay, so we are gonna get started on this one. So obviously I pick out my products and what I need to make for my candles. So obviously it's gonna be the soy wax, because I like to be very sustainable. Then I obviously pick out my jar, which I'm gonna use a clear jar. And then obviously the Luna fragrance. Don't mind my writing, it's absolutely horrible, but anyway. Obviously my wick, the wick pad, which is what I stick at the bottom of the wick just for it to stay where it is. Obviously the warning labels, the candle box, then the candle label, and then what I'm going to add in here is hours worked, and obviously tax, because everything has to include tax, unfortunately. So for the soy wax, I buy everything in bulk because number one, it is cheaper to produce and it's going to be cheaper to make for just one, and it's going to be cheaper for you guys to buy also. So for the soy wax, you have an option of 22.68 kg. So I'm going to turn this into grams because it's going to be easier to work with, and yeah. Then the clear jar, obviously that is a pack of 6, so I will need to write this down. Again, a 1 kg bottle of the fragrance. That's 100 pack. Again, 100 pack. And 100 pack. So you're going to be able to write all these down, because, so for hours worked, I am putting this in because you're going to need to be able to pay yourself. This is where you need to put in your profit and yada, yada, yada. So basically, hours worked is, I'm going to say 7 hours. But you want to put in how much you want to be paid an hour. So let's say I want to be paid 25 an hour. I'm going to write that down. So that is going to be 175 just for the 7 hours. And then obviously tax is going to be at 23% because that's just Ireland and it's a pain in the arse. Okay. Okay, so just a reminder before I move on, this video is completely for beginners, and because when I was first starting out, I found videos, but again, they weren't really 100% what I'm looking for. So I'm doing this video because I know loads of people out there are probably the same. So I'm going to start off with pricing the wax, because wax is the #1 ingredient for the candle making. So the soy wax, as I said, is 22.68 kg, which 22,680 grams. So, which is a lot of wax. So, where I get it, that's how much it is, unfortunately. But again, that includes tax because I don't have a tax number to whatever. So for this part, I am doing an arrow down here because I'm writing down the size of the candle, which is 20 cl candle, which is the smallest one that we do. It's actually not that small. I actually have a jar here. It's empty, but this is the Luscious Vanilla jar. That's how small it is. This is it compared to like a whiteboard marker. Again, it's not that small, and I will show you another video how to like actually burn your candle properly, because not many people do that, but that's another video. But that's the size of a 20 cl. To be honest, the candle lasted like 2 weeks. I burnt it for like 2 weeks, like 2-3 hours a day for 2 weeks, and it was absolutely perfect though. Anyway, moving on. So 20 cl candle jar. So that holds 150 grams of wax and 15 grams of fragrance. So, and then I'm gonna come down here again. Reason why I'm doing this is because there's so many different breakdowns of it that you will definitely need to know. So I am gonna get this and divide it, so I can find out how many candles of 20 cl candles this like amount can make. So I'm gonna go 22,608 divided by 150, which is 151 candles. So I'm gonna get this and this then. So 10506 divided by 151.70 cents. Well, it's 0.69 something, but I'm rounding up to 0.7 because you never know. So that is the total of the wax for just one candle if I buy in bulk. Again, the price is going to go up if I get less wax. So make it easier for yourselves. And yeah. So again, this one is going to be simple. So I'm going to write down the clear 20 cl candle jar. Again, this comes in a 6-pack, which is $7.19. Again, my little arrow. I'm doing all these in different colors, reason because so then you know what part I'm going at, and again you can slow this video down, and this is just a breakdown of just to make it easier for yourselves. So obviously this is pretty simple. 719 divided by 6, which is 120. That's how much the jar is. And then again, the same thing with the wax you're going to do for, geez, now dropped me marker. So the same thing for the wax is what you're going to do with the fragrance. then a fragrance, again 1 kg, which is 1000 grams. Again, it can be very expensive to bring these things in, but to make it cheaper for you guys and cheap to produce, this is what I gotta do. So again, this is where we bring it back up here. It holds 15 grams of fragrance. So we are gonna go 1000 divided by 15, 67. So that's how many candles 1 kg can make. And then again, we're gonna go with 103.86 divided by 67, which is 155. That's how much the fragrance is. So as you can tell by now, the fragrance costs more than the other two. Because obviously it's a luxury fragrance and so on. So then again, we have the wick, which is 100 pack, which is 982. And again, my little arrow. This is pretty simple. It's literally 982 divided by 100. So again, I rounded up to 10 cents just to give that extra, because the extra part goes to shipping of the products. They all add up. So yeah, so that again, that is the wick. And then, so if you want to write that down, follow along, and I'm going to go on to the next few parts of it. Okay, so we are going to go on to the wick pad, which is 100 pack for $6.49. Oh, no, not. Be careful about that. It's $5.04. Then again, you're just dividing 504 by 100. So 5 cents. Then we're going to go into the warning labels. Warning labels for candles are very important because some people just need that reminder on how to look after their candles. So again, it's the same, 649 divided by 100. Then the candle box, the 6-pack. It's pretty much the same. It's not that complicated. You don't need like a very high degree in maths. So if anyone said, oh my god, you need a high degree in math and a high degree in whatever, just to price your, like, just to price all your products. No, you do not. It's not that hard. If you think about it, you just don't make it complicated. So this part is the candle label. So this part, I'm going to break it up into two because I need 2 labels per candle. So one for the actual candle and then one for the box. So again, you do your original. And then the second part. So yeah, I'm going to move on to hours work, tax, and then obviously the total, because you will definitely need to know this part. Okay, moving on to hours worked. So at the start, I said 7 hours with €25 an hour, 175. So for this part, you need to think of how many candles you can make in 7 hours. So I can make 32 candles in 7 hours. And that includes different scents. So by the time the wax is burning, by the time it's setting and packaging all the candles, 7 hours. It seemed long, but to be honest, it flies by. So this part here, again, bring it down. So I'm going to take the 175 and then the 32 and divide it to see how much I should be adding on per candle at the profit. So 550 is my profit on each candle. Doesn't seem much, so which means you definitely have to promote your candles and get them out there. And then another very important thing in every single country, no matter where you are, tax, which is for here in Ireland 23%, unfortunately. So again, this is where you need to add up all of your products together of the cost of one. So I added everything up and it is 1101. You're going to times that by 23%, which is 255. That's how much you add on as tax. And then the total price of your candles is equal to everything added up. So that is how you price your candles, and the breakdown, the workings, absolutely everything. And again, you do it for all sides of your candles, all scents of your candles, because since each scent is priced differently, you don't want to be losing out on money and going bankrupt. So that is how you price your candles. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learn a lot about how to price your candles, and there'll be a lot more educational videos on more like how to burn your candle and how to stop it from tunneling, and making candles, obviously, how to make candles at home and so on. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Go hit the like button, go hit the follow button, and comment your favorite scent, because I actually really want to know what your favorite scent is, because obviously I need more ideas. So bring them all in. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.